Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
How's it going, everyone? Electron Man. Well, we're back at it. This is a realistic TRC-422A, and we're going to do a little tear apart, take a look at her, clean her up, and see what we can do with her. This is actually part of that bundle deal I bought on the Goodwill auction, and this is a little 40 channel that came with it. I kind of already turned it on, and it came on and everything, but let's go ahead and open her up and clean her up and tune her up and see what we can get out of her. Kind of a cool little old radio, actually. Probably, I'm guessing, so give a date on here. This is a serial number. Realistic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not seeing a date. I'm guessing mid-70s, something like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and open her up and take a look at the inside of it, see how it's constructed, and we'll go from there, what we can do with her. Okay, got her open, really clean. Don't see anything out of place. Another one of them radios doesn't look like anybody's ever really been in it and done anything. Definitely no stretch coils or anything. Looks like pretty new modern capacitors. Interesting thing is it doesn't have a whole lot of electrolytic, but they all look good quality. Back when they made things good, right? Back in the 70s. It's probably Japanese made, or I don't know, I might be guessing it could be Korean or Chinese, but anyway, it's got the OLC 7131 PLL chip in it. Everything's nice and tidy, but what I'm going to do is we're going to switch this camera around on you, and we're going to kind of see what she does on the meters, and see what we can get out of it, and do a little peek and tune on her. Okay, guys, hopefully I got you set up good to where you can see the meter. Kind of looked this up, and really interesting radio. It doesn't actually have a way to adjust the modulation limit. Yeah, I think it said you can cut to Q13 leg. I do not like cutting things. That's just going to create distortion. So basically, we're just going to do a peek and tune on this. We're going to do any peeking and tuning. Here's what we set stock-wise. Right at a dead key of 4 watts. Not bad. And what does she swing? Hello. That's on the average. About 4.5, not a whole lot. Let's see what we can do with her. We'll just do a little tuning first here. Let's see what we can do. Let's just see if we can get up to max 5 watts anyway. But wrong direction there. And that's about all that was going to do. Let's see what this guy will do. Well, that looks like that was just about peaked to where it was going to peak. Hit this coil again, see if we get any more. And that's about it. Hello, audio. Man, you know, I hate these radios like this. You kind of get what you get here. Let's see. I don't know if the AGC gain will do anything or not. Let's see here. And that's about all we're going to get out of this guy. Hell audio. Hell audio. I'd like to get a little more modulation out, but you know, you get what you get. Looking on this go ahead and create a tone here, see what we got going here. Modulation is nice and clean. Actually, if you look here, you can see on the spectrum analyzer, got no odd things coming out there. Got a nice envelope on the modulation. It's a nice clean radio. Nice clean radio, yeah. Well, we couldn't do a whole lot of peaking and tuning on it. And we might have got a half watt more out of her. Sorry. I know you don't want to hear that. Here's the peak meter over here. Hello. 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 Yeah, power mic could do this a lot of good, but on the peak it's, you know, dead key about 2.5, 3, swinging 5 to 6, so that's about all you can get out of it. Let's go ahead and see what else we can do to it. Okay guys, there she is, all cleaned up, and as pretty as she's gonna get. She actually cleaned up pretty good. The only repair I ended up doing to it is, I don't know if I showed you before, but the LED display there was had a couple of digits out, and sometimes that's the actual switch and you can't do nothing with it. Luckily on this one I found a couple bad solder joints. That board rides up here. I should have shown you when I had the case off, but that board rides up here and it kind of just hangs there, and if these are immobile they'll bounce around, and a lot of times it'll break a connection there, and I found a couple bad connections there, soldered them up, and we got all of our digits back, which is awesome. So there's my signal generator as far as my receive, which as you can see, she's rock solid. I'm running at a minus 100 dB at about 2 microvolts Strong's receive. Drop the modulation down. Boy, she's hearing really good for a stock radio. I didn't even tune it. Drop her down here. Yeah, I can go down almost 101 minus dB before she drops out. 101, maybe 102, right around there. Anyway, she's got a good strong receiver on her. Not gonna mess with that. Kind of a cool little radio. I mean, everything works on it. I'll go ahead and turn that off. Don't need to listen to that no more. Kind of go over what the radio's got and what it don't got. I used my old deoxit and cleaned all the pots for the squelch and the volume. Cleaned them up. They were real scratchy. But anyway, it's got a little channel 9, channel 19 switch, and then your regular mode there, whatever channel that is. So I don't know. I guess that was channel 9 and 19 were your hot channels, and then this controls your other channels. It's got a CB, PA, and monitor, and all the monitor does is let you listen to CB, but you can't transmit. So I guess that's kind of protection to keep you from sitting on the microphone or something back in the day. The A&L works pretty good, about like most A&Ls. As you can tell, it's a good old 40 channel. And what else is there? Of course, it's got squelch and volume on it. It's got a little modulation and light. And hello. And as I already showed you on the scope, she's clean as a whistle. In fact, we'll show you again. Here's on the spectrum. Look at that. Now that's about 100 megahertz. So you're not seeing any harmonics on either side of the carrier. So we got a nice, clean carrier. No splatter going on there. So when you're talking on 19, you're talking on whatever your channel talking on. You're not talking on 5 channels above and below. It's nice and clean. Modulation is nice. It's not pinched. I'd like to get a little bit more out of it. From what I can tell, it's about 95%. Doesn't really give you a way to peak that without cutting a component. And then you're opening it up, and you're completely taking out the AMC or whatever, and so then you're going to turn it into a splatter box, and it's going to be distorted. So you're best off on something like that. If you want to get a little more modulation, this thing have a power mic. But hey, for somebody, I figure this is like a $20 rig is what this is. $15, $20 rig. Somebody just needs a CB to monitor the truckers and stuff. It's kind of small, and it's kind of unique. It's definitely retro. Like I said, everything works good. The meter works. Lights all work. Display works. not a bad little deal. I'll put it on the rack here, and I'm sure sometime or another somebody might need a little CB just to have in their vehicle, or their RV or something, just to have for the road. This would make a great one for that. So that's my little review and clean and peek and tune of a TRC-422A. Not a real exciting one. You know, you get these radios like this, and it seems to be Radio Shack was real that way. That they just, you know, they're not. You can't get a whole lot of them from what's out of the box. You know, you can usually, you know, get them to you know, factory 4 or 5 watts, but they're just not real. They're not booming radios. But hey, it does the job. I guarantee you. Out on the road, it's got good ears, and it'll talk a mile or two, no problem at all. So anyway, I hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Guys, have a great day. This is Electron Man.